So the other day I made a video titled "To Jack Frost," the real Jack Frost, the kid who was under the ice that no fucking when I fell through the ice that day, and wow, man, it's like I said, it's like if you go back through the videos, it's like for some reason your name was in my head, but it's way more than that. It's what I'm putting in the song to my mom, the way of what I called you. Don't forget the mister. Yeah, so in the meantime, yeah, so I'm listening to, I was listening to Saya. So this video is for Saya. S-I-A, Saya. Saya, wow. You were one of the ones who showed up. When all that happened. I was listening to the song Snowman, and I know I went off, and I went off down in Florida about that whole thing, I think, before my mom passed away. And I was saying all this fucking crazy shit because, no offense, it's like, you know what? Did you just see what my brain did? That was explaining fucking all of that. So, you know what? Da-da. I don't know. Am I as good as I think I am? I don't know. I don't think I'm as good as I think I am. I honestly think there's probably people that are way better than me. More than likely, though, I mean, honestly, like some bricks of cocaine, all right, would be good, just for personal consumption, of course, not to sell. And as far as, just a limited supply of fucking awesome marijuana brands, like, and oh yeah, and fucking shrooms. Who could fucking forget the shrooms? I'm not so certain about the peyote thing. I'm not really into like the whole like, 2 day. I already see ghosts. There's no need to fucking provoke that shit. You know what I'm saying? Shrooms is good. Shrooms, it's like, good 6 hours, kind of going into the fucking whole like, hour, and then the coming down part, and then, the extra everlasting fucking the next couple of days. Yeah, no, I would say, hey, look, fucking E, but I mean, I think I'm being truthful enough, honestly. At this point, it's like just some fucking, just some personal consumption cocaine, some fucking shrooms, so that me and whatever friends fucking, that are around can fucking enjoy fucking looking at anything we look at that point, because shrooms are fucking awesome, and you're still somewhat fucking sane. So, it's not like really like, and of course, like I said, like selective, friends. And then, marijuana, of course, is a fucking, hey, I mean, alcohol is fucking great too. Sorry, listen, here's the thing, right? See, so Saya, yeah, so, yeah, penguin, 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 and then it's like snowman, so anyway, and then, it's like death, you know what I'm saying? It's like, and then it's like, so here's the thing, right? I am making this actually just to be like, I remember you now. It's like, wow. It's like I can't even fucking say that I did. I honestly, I am not sure. I am not sure if did I ever mention that before in the other videos? No, I didn't, Saya. So this is, you know what? And then if you hate me, that's fine. I mean, join the club. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody does at this point, including everybody. And that's probably just like everybody. And it's cool. We're cool. I am good with that. Just make my death quick. You know what I'm saying? And then like evaporate me. Like, I mean, I don't want, like, like, you know, like the God of War, like erase my. It's like do it for the sake of fucking humanity at this point. Erase every, you know, the God of War just did fucking one or two fucking things that were pretty fucked up and horrible. Then this is fucking way worse. So you know, it's like nobody wants to. I don't even know. This is I don't know. So see, I'm just getting back to what I was saying. So it's like, you know, it's like I don't remember exactly because I'm not. It's fresh in my head, but it's like yeah, no, I remember your wig, and I remember you, and I remember the freaking teachers that brought that shit up, and it's like wow, man. It's like, and then you wrote your, because then that would be impossible because you didn't write music because you're only a few years older than me, so that's impossible, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and then it's like, or was it impossible, or is it who? You know what? At this point, all I'm saying is that you were there for. So I listened to the song Snowman, and yeah, I'm pretty much out of space, by the way. I like there's no more like really holding on to stuff at all. Like I mean I guess I could try to start breaking some of it down, but it's like it's all pretty much lined up from, you know, folder 1 to fucking folder God knows what, and fucking it's like, you know what? At the same time, I didn't erase nothing at this point. I'm just like fucking keep everything. Yeah, this is what I was fucking jerking off to, why I was fucking not trying to go insane. Sorry about that. You know, I didn't mean to say some fucked up shit there, and I'm just saying that, you know, it's like, and this is not towards you, I'm just saying in general, it's like, you know what, um yeah, no, I listened to that whole song, and it's like, and that's what I'm saying, that song set me off down in Florida. Like at one point it set me off. I don't know which point that was, but I know that I'm pretty sure I posted a video about how that song pissed me off, and I was like, oh, because it was, I thought you were making fun of me with the fucking whole, like, you know, like, didn't even have legs to run. It didn't even have legs to run, you know, that whole freaking situation. And then I'm thinking, it's like Mr. Snowman. And then it's like, I remembered after, you know, like, then it's going all the way back to, like, you know, hey, look, man, it's like when I fell through the ice on Easter morning, you know, my so-called friend Mike, like, literally standing there, and it's like, you know, it's like even if I did mention Jack Frost then, the freaking memory of literally meeting Jack Frost was not in my head until a few days ago, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy. And it's like, oh, that's who that kid was that I kept bumping into. It's like yeah, no, yeah, we kind of I he thought I was fucked up. I was like, wow, man. It's like, you know, if I would have realized when that happened, like when we met later on, when I was like a teenager, if I would have realized, hey, Jack Frost, what's up? What up? Yeah, I don't know. Is he still an asshole? I mean, you know, he works for fucking, or he hangs out with fucking the other one, the one that they really called fucking. I think they called him Droopy, actually. Before his fame and stardom as Ghost Boy given a life. So the thing is, yeah, I don't hate him either. It's like, you know, I know that his life has been crazy, and we'll just leave it that way. It's like, you know what? I don't know if I don't know if I freaking got the documentation somewhere, like the documentary, like fucking somewhere where I'm like, yeah, I remember this whole fucking thing, man. It's like, this is crazy. Like, what? Why would this has to be the fucking kid that they were talking about around me? And I'm like, wow, this is crazy. The whole fucking story is crazy of what that person and others went through. So I'm just wondering if freaking maybe you know why I'm thinking of that. Maybe I'm thinking maybe that was where freaking, you know. And then so my point, see ya. Wow. Oh man. Wow. Well, I mean, how should I address that? You know what I'm saying? It's like so then I'm thinking in my head, it's like, well, if she put that in the song, and I'm like, so then so then you, so let me get this straight. They body swapped you into the little daughter my little daughter that they brought into the room. Am I right, Saya? Am I right? That was you standing there, right? That was you? Okay. Yeah. Thank God you heard that in my head. Thank you. Thank you so very much. So, yeah. It doesn't even have legs to run. What the fuck? Yeah. It's like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, that's right. Saya. Yeah, I might have made a few small mistakes in life, trusting the wrong people sometimes. And yet some of those people I feel so horrible about that. In a way, it's like I let them down for not being so super overly insanely smart to figure all of this shit out, like right, because they were people that were way older than me and supposedly way smarter, that most of them wasn't exactly able to figure out this shit either. So you had that. So then they body swapped you with my 2-year thing. Well, at least that makes a lot of freaking okay. So that's wonderful that at least they weren't putting my actual 2-year-old daughter in danger at that point in time. With anybody for that matter, thank God. And then to think like, it's like, yeah, I've made myself look like an ass, and at the same time it's like, you know what, fucking I dare fucking anybody, because maybe they didn't just hear the last words out of my mouth before this, like, which was basically like, you do realize that other people fucking that were way older and way more sophisticated with understanding some of this shit than a fucking little boy, okay, could fucking figure out, And it's like, and then it's like to think that, it's like, and then to think all these other things, but then it's like, it's like, I just want to say too, it's like that whole, like, what if you can't hear if you don't have ears, and then it's like, it made me think of my friend that was standing there, and he was just standing there watching me drown. Mr. Little Jack Frost was swimming around and fucking with me under the water, which was great. Which was so it's like wow, that's so fucking great. So that I'm just sounding more and more fucking crazy as this video goes on. And so anyway, so yeah, so that was all of that, and I feel, I want to sit there and say that the kid, as angry as I fucking am when I thought about that, and then even afterwards, like him trying to fucking kill me, literally try to fucking snap my neck. It's like, I want to sit there and be like, look, it's like, I'm totally fucking innocent, but I mean, it's like, I did provoke him a little bit, but it doesn't matter to some degree, because he seemed to be a fucking asshole. At the same time, it's like, I know that he was taking some of it, he was taking fucking, at least that I could vouch for, like the fucking orders of standing there. But at some point, it was like, bro, it's like, you're right there. You could just break the fucking ice. That's, yeah, no, I almost died. That would not have been okay. So the whole fucking lesson would have been completely fucking totally over. And at the same time, it's like, it's like, I don't care how tough of a person I was made through some of these lessons that ghosts were teaching me. I don't know exactly the right words to say. It's like I know him. He didn't have like the type of family supposedly that gave a shit, and I know that he was deaf, and like the times that I've seen him have like breakdowns, but I don't know what to say about any of that. It's freaking weird that I go on to Google and I see a picture underneath my name. I see a picture of what looks like him grown up, and I'm like, you know what? It's like I don't know what to think about that. Like I don't know. Like the picture says that they're in jail for so many fucking different things, and it's like it's like I don't know what to say. It's like it's like whenever I heard uh spirits talk to me, Saya. Okay, I didn't always do what these things wanted me to do, because some of these things were fucking absolutely horrific. So, whether you or not, or fucking, they're gonna try to put me in a fucking, I'm not going to none of this shit. I'm fucking, because I'm the fucking, I'm sorry, but that's about fucking all that. I'm gonna stop cursing. But I'm a little pissed about, the whole like dying by, some fucking heroic fucking nobody at this point, and it's like I can't do this. Um, but I wanted to say that because I remembered him, and I was like, oh, little Jack Frost. Wow, that's so fucking crazy. That's so crazy that was yeah, man, he looked pretty freaking sick in the beginning, and then it was just weird. It was like fucking yeah, no, he tried to off me under the ice. It was a wake up experience for him, because I want to say that like something happened underneath that fucking ice that yeah, that's it's the magic of the rainbow, son. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, that's crazy. So then we're underneath the fucking ice looking up, and it was like the fuck. It was fucking weird. It was really fucking weird. And like there is some shit that I did not add way back then that I was like, maybe I did, but I mean, Jesus Christ, I was happy to. Jesus Christ, I was happy to be alive at that point. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God, I'm gonna go to the. Oh, I hate everybody. I really do. This is not funny. This is not funny. Stop laughing, Anthony. I can't stop. I'm smiling. I'm not smiling. I don't even know. Is there an emotion attached to the smile? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know. It's oh boy. So I listened to the song, and I'm gonna go listen to it after this, and I'm gonna say, it's like, because I'm sitting there and now I don't know how what you're gonna do to sit there, and it's like, it's crazy. It's like, it's like, I understand. It's like, but then I'm listening to and there was a part that I was gonna ask you about, and it's like, but no, that's why I'm saying, it's like when it's like when I heard you say, it's like, well, who will hear my secrets if you don't have no ears? And it's like that's the whole point. It's like, and then what to think, like, what the fuck they were hitting me with, like, it was making me go fucking deaf, literally. I didn't know. I didn't even know. That whole album, my whole album, like, that whole first album that I did, my ears were fucking that blown out. Like, I was at the top of my lungs. I had everything geared up to the highest levels. I was basically screaming that entire first album and didn't even realize it, because it sounded so low to me when I was listening to the playback of it. And it's like, it's not like an album. It's a fucking, I don't know what an LP is. To tell you the truth, as many times as I've probably looked it up, and I still have no idea what actually an LP is. But if that's what they consider an LP, like somebody doing the music by themselves and putting it all together and just throwing it, or a few people like that with no real professionalism to it, it's like, yeah, that's what I was doing. I was screaming that whole entire album, even the parts where the whole thing. I was screaming the whole thing. The whole thing was like, oh, it's fucking crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Now that I listened to it, and I'm like, wow, that's crazy, man. That is yeah, because I was being poisoned and drugged out of my freaking mind, and Yeah, that was blowing out my. It's just like I remember when uh, Lisa was coming to the house and she was, you know, destroying all my shit. But there was days that she didn't do that. But I mean, you know, very very few of those days. And there was just some times that she showed up and freaking. She's like, Anthony, I can't hear the music. And then she turns the fucking music all the way up on a pretty decent sized radio. And I'm like, yeah. And I call my grandma. I'm like, hey, grandma. I'm like, can you hear the music? My grandma's like, no, actually, I can't. And it's like, just made me wonder too about that because I don't know if my grandmother would have lied or not lied about that. But it's like, I don't think she would have, like, you know, just to keep me calm, or I don't know how spirits work when I don't know what are the deals because I just know that's what I'm saying. It's like all I know is that freaking, you know, I called my grandmother a few times and asked her, like, Grandma, can you hear the radio? Like it for some reason the radio is turned all the way up, and this at least had a bass speaker, and it was like the music was barely playing. This was after and as of I started to wake up to what was going on about the poisoning and the fucking drugging and everything else. And it's like my grandmother's like, no, I can't. It's not that loud. And I'm like, are you lying to me, Grandma? Like, you know, there was a lot of interesting stuff there. 21 minutes is in. I didn't want to make this too big. So yeah, so I was like, why would Saya be writing a song about any of that? Or why would it even sound like she is? And then I was like, oh, that's right. Because Saya was there when I almost died, and Saya was there. So that's awesome. I hope the right people. You know, I know a lot of people did a lot of things to like keep me safe, and I know a lot of people did other things that seemed like they were doing things to keep me safe while like they were also like not exactly having my best interests in mind. And then like at the same time, like, you know, some of that even was like actually due to like, you know, trying to keep me safe. It's like, but this is the at what point, I mean, it gets to the point where it's like but then again, you know, from all the other stuff I'm saying, wow, man, this is hard to break all this down, man. Like without, you know, like without seeing it firsthand, or like seeing and then seeing the other things firsthand, like faces of people that maybe I wasn't staring at, that maybe I should have been staring at back then, or you know, things that I was hearing but I should have been listening over here instead. You know, it's a little bit, you know, in physical human form. It's a little bit difficult, and I can't even believe some of the thoughts that have crossed my brain. And I don't know if those are good or bad. To some degree, I mean, it's like I thought most of that my whole life, and I still never freaking went so overboard. So it's like I'm saying to myself, like some of my darker thoughts, like it's like, so it's like, you know, thought police. I don't know, man, not so great. You know what I mean? Dream police, on the other hand, I don't know how good they are either at this point. I'm just because shit's complicated, man. So it's like, you know, there you go. And let's see. Yeah, so I liked the song. I said I liked the song, man. But before I went off on the song, I think last year I went off on the song. So 2020, before my mom passed away, or maybe it was around the time my mom passed away, that I just remember like, oh yeah, and this is probably this too, and blah blah blah, and freaking that fuck everybody, and fuck this shit, and fucking, because honestly, some of that is totally well placed, and others is just me ranting because fucking I can't do very very much, and trying to figure out all the shit that I needed to figure out with. I could have done this at the side of my car, smoking a well, maybe smoking a blunt, maybe not smoking a blunt. I mean, once I actually woke up to all the shit I had to remember, I could have probably done this fucking really really fucking high. I'm thinking I could have. I don't know. You know, this is complicated shit, but it's like, you know, sometimes my brain over here. I mean, I'm smoking freaking cigarettes. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Left and right. So, hey, you know, it's like, you know, one joint compared to like, you know, 20 packs of cigarettes, or 10 packs, 50 cigars. It's like, yeah, you know, that's in a day. Well, not 20 packs of cigarettes, but 10 packs of 50 cigars. That's it. Yeah. So I just wanted to say that because I'm just like, I don't know if there was some thought of, I don't know. Did I get it right? I don't know. Sorry. What did I do? What do you think? Did you think I got it right? Why would you even think that I got it wrong? Because this is crazy. My life has been freaking nuts. And I know that other people's lives that have been through a lot of stuff can say the same almost thing. Different circumstances, the different things. And then I'm just like, does the world still need to, because I don't know what this world needs right now. I just know that, you know what, it's like after so long, and that's why it's like, this little diamond. I don't even want to sell this little diamond. Not to mention, like, I don't think I should sell this little diamond. But at the same time, this might be the key that I need to go get the other fucking thing, and then I don't have to actually sell the diamond, because I shouldn't sell this diamond, because this is something I very much earned. And I just don't know what else to say, so I don't want to make this video too much longer. I think I put a lot of stuff in here, and, I don't know whether this is the right thing or the wrong thing. It's like, do I acknowledge this or not acknowledge this? I don't know. It's like, I remembered the wig, I remember the girl, I remember the freaking, oh my God. Yeah, no, so yep. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't know what else to say about that. I don't know what to say. I don't remember. I know that the conversation between me and you was like slightly, I don't know. Did I piss you off too? I don't know if I pissed you off or not pissed you off. I don't know if I pissed you off by something else I've said at this point. There's a lot of freaking back and forth in my head all the time, and it's always been like that. And that's because I really do look for like the right and the wrong of every situation, because no situation is the same, and no freaking no I mean. And then there's the stuff that it's like I had to learn to tell more so emotions and all this other stuff that's added into all of that. And then it's like, man, it's like I look at this things and I'm like, what the fuck is going on with some of this? But I've explained so much of it already, man. It's like, but I wanted to put this there because it's like I heard that song, and I know it's not even winter yet, really, but it's like, it's just like listening to that and then, thinking of all the other stuff, and it's like, so I'm thinking that was you, and you heard that in my head. So, cheers. Actually, it wasn't even in my fucking head. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, it doesn't even have legs. I didn't say it to run part. To run was the part I said in my fucking head, because I thought there was two fucking people ready to fucking kill me. So I guess I want all my people safe. I want good things for people, and it's like, I don't know what else to say. So I guess this is like, thank you, love you, thanks for the song. Yeah, I'm still writing my mom's song. I don't know how this is going. I don't know how it's going to go. People quoted me this song before freaking it's been, and now I'm like, well, what the fuck were they quoting? Because the song, I don't know how the song is going to end. I don't even have an idea of how the song is going to end right now. I know how how the first part of the song, I'm cleaning it up right now. Like, this actually sounds a little bit better. It still means the same thing, blah, blah, blah. I don't even know if there's going to be a hook or not a hook or freaking or any of that at this point. So I don't remember any of that shit from back then. I do remember that freaking this was around about that same time quoted to me. So, it's like I'm so intrigued. How is this going to, and then there's all these other songs that I'm listening, like in my head. I'm like, I want to start this song. I want to start that song. I want to do this. I want to do that. Freaking, you know, oh, this sounds really good to start a song, you know, and then, you know, to go here and with that, and you know, it's like, but it's like I'm not writing any of this stuff down at this point, so it's like we'll see how that all goes. And so I just wanted to say thank you. Oh, and tell Jack Frost behave. You know what I'm saying? Little Jack Frost, behave.